Childhood games. Everybody has a childhood game, and every generation grew up with something different that they would consider their favorite childhood game. I grew up in Gen Z, so I grew up with the PS3s, the Xbox 360s, and the Nintendo Wiis. But it sure was an amazing time to be playing those game consoles and the games that came with those consoles. I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite childhood games I played when I was younger, and I'm going to be splitting them into different consoles I played them on, including some phone games and computer games. Let's start though, because I actually have a lot on this list than I expected. When I was younger, I mainly played these games by myself, but as I got older, I started playing them more with my cousin. Some of my favorite childhood Nintendo games I've actually already mentioned a bunch on this channel, but just for some of you newbies, I got you covered. I used to play Punch-Out!, Epic Mickey, and Donkey Kong Country Returns a lot when I was younger. I played these all on the Wii, and they would spend up all the time I had in a day. Donkey Kong Country Returns was actually a game I had wanted to get for a while, and I had ended up getting it from school as a Christmas present. I enjoyed playing it very much, and I do remember beating the game, but I don't think I got all the secrets and stuff after beating the game. This game is what made Donkey Kong my favorite Nintendo character, and I was happy when they had re-released it back on Switch. They even made the dude his own 3D game similar to Odyssey that's coming out soon, which I am not getting. Sorry, I love you, DK, but that thing costs too much. Punch-Out! Was a game that I very much enjoyed playing. I don't think I beat the game though, and I can't remember if I ever beat the contender mode, but I do remember that I got to the major circuit when I was in contender mode, so yeah. I really liked this game, but it was indeed a very frustrating game. They have to make another Punch-Out! Exactly like Punch-Out! Wii, because I did spend a lot of time on this game. I'm not going to talk too much about Epic Mickey since I've made a whole video about it, but it was a game that was dear to my heart. I remember first getting the game at a Target, and I just asked my aunt could she buy it, and surprisingly she had said yes. I'm pretty sure as a kid I did beat the game, but with the different endings to the game, I just had to keep on playing it. For a bit more info on how I felt about it though, just go check out the video I made on it, which I'll include in the description below. Now, of course, I couldn't always get a game for the Wii, which is why there's a Wii shop. I don't remember all the free games I bought from the Wii shop, but I just now actually remembered a game I played called Cave Story. Now, as a 6, 7, 8-year-old, you can't remember everything that you've played. I played this game with barely any knowledge of what was going on, but I do remember this game and that I played it a lot. And I remember that it had great music too. Okay, PlayStation 3. I did not play on it. But I do remember having one, and I do remember getting my ass kicked on Mortal Kombat 9, which was a life-changing / heart-wrenching experience. Mortal Kombat 9 was my favorite fighting game, and it's what gave me my love for Mortal Kombat and fighting games in general. So appreciate it, MK9. I wish you could get it on stores, because it seems like you can only play it on the original disc. To play MK9 again. As I got older, I got an Xbox One that I had to share with my cousin, and the games I played aren't too nostalgic, but they were good games. Fortnite. Yes, it's confusing to have this on my list for childhood games, but I've only lived 18 years on this earth, so yeah, it's going on childhood games. I could not stand this game when it first came out, but as people know, the popularity of this game increased dramatically as years went by. I would only see this game on YouTube, and eventually my friends got me into it, so I decided to play with them. Fortnite ended up growing on me as I got older. It was impressive how they were able to keep such a large audience for each season that came out, but the game has died down now. It's now just a casual game to play with friends when you're bored or don't got any other free multiplayer games to play at the moment, but it was really fun to play when everything was new. GTA 5. Every little kid played this game. It's the only game I heard about or saw on YouTube in its peak. I had a couple friends who wanted me to play this, and I watched a bunch of funny compilation videos of the game, like Vanoss, a bunch of that stuff when the game was out. I even had playlists saved on my old account of playthroughs, online walkthroughs, and how to get a gold medal status on each mission of the game. When I first got the game, it was at a GameStop, and my mother had an idea about what the game was and about how the characters was, but she didn't care. She went to get the game for me, but why is there always that one employee who just tries their hardest to make sure your parents don't buy the game for you? I mean, I feel like we've all had that experience at least once when you're trying to get a game, right? The woman at the front desk constantly telling my mom while she's about to buy the game that the game is inappropriate. Ma'am, that game is not for kids. My mom responding, telling her she knows. The woman keeps on asking the same questions over and over while she's trying to buy it. And the little kid, knowing how the game is just like, damn woman, she says she wants to buy the game. Let her get the game. But even though I did play GTA 5 when I was younger, the love for it had greatly started to fade. And I just wasn't interested in people playing it or YouTube videos of the game anymore, because I had greatly fell in love with, like the transition there. Minecraft was one of my favorite games of all time. So much so I would make videos of it on my phone and I would put them on YouTube, but then I would immediately delete them after because I didn't want my mom to find out. I would watch Minecraft YouTubers and I would get those little Minecraft guides. I don't know if people know what those are, but they were little guidebooks that you could get from Scholastic book fairs or whatever. And I would even make FNAF worlds on Minecraft. And on YouTube, I would watch Minecraft role plays of anime, one of those being Sword Art Online. I played Minecraft a lot, but I slowly stopped as I started getting older because I started losing touch with the updates and all the new stuff that was coming out. Minecraft is one of those games that I really can't delete off my Xbox, and it brought me too much joy to delete them from my console, whether I play it or not. Mortal Kombat X. I got every single Mortal Kombat game after MK9, including MKX, MK11, and MK1. MKX was a game I didn't really fight people online on. I was just too intimidated by going online in a fighting game, so I played it with my cousin. I was always Scorpion and he would always Sub-Zero, and we would have our little fire and ice showdown. I was a bit young, so I didn't pay attention to any of the DLCs that were coming out, or the brutalities or the combos. I was just playing the game just to play the game. But I did play Decrypt a lot, which was a way in Mortal Kombat games you could unlock things, mainly outfits and brutalities for characters, until they replaced it with invasion mode in MK1. I love playing MKX. It was definitely a great sequel to MK9. Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon is one of my favorite indie games of all time. I have beat every little bit of this game over and over again. Even on new accounts, I would get on there and I would I wouldn't beat every bit of it on every new account that I made for Enter the Gungeon, but on my main account, I have beat every bit of this game. I kept up with the updates, the new characters, everything. I'd even made videos of this game on this channel, but it was when I was younger, so I had ended up deleting them because I was scared of what my mother would say. And gosh, I wish I hadn't, because there was actually great commentary videos on Enter the Gungeon about the new updates that were coming out. Enter the Gungeon was a game I was obsessed with, and if I could experience playing that game again for the first time again, I would, because it was just that good. Phone and computer. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this quick. On my phone, I had played Minecraft a lot, but I also played some Supercell games like Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. And I had also played Geometry Dash. I'm pretty sure everybody know what those games are. Clash Royale was the one I played the most, but these are all good games I played a lot on the phone. And I started getting into Brawl Stars when it had first came out. And when it first came out, I did make I had also made a video on it, but I ended up deleting it because I was scared. For computer games, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this website, but it's called Game Jolt, and you could download free games on there, and there were a lot of FNAF fan games. What's funny is I never wanted to play the actual FNAF, but I had loved the fan games. Those being One Night at Flumpty's, Five Nights at Candy's, and popgoes. Popgoes is my favorite FNAF fan game, and I can't wait until popgoes evergreen comes out. I'm still keeping up with everything to see how it's going, and I'm loving the progress so far, so take your time. So yeah, those are all my favorite games I played when I was younger. If you have some favorite games from your youth, let me know in the comments below, and let me know if some of your favorite games I had mentioned on this list. I'm saying youth like I'm not 18 years old. 19, bitch, my birthday passed! But hey, catch you later.